Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing this new micro brand, this new inaugural release. This is the Axios Ironclad. In fact, if I turn the watch over, you can see a very deep engraving of the namesake of this model, which I think looks really good. Now, Axios, this is a company started by the same people that run Zelos, and Zelos is one of my own favorite micro brand watch companies. They do original designs, they do good value propositions. You're always getting, elements and features that we really like to see as watch fans at lower price points. So this Axios, this is no different. This is made in the same facilities. It's run, the company is run by the same people. And instead of being totally original, you can definitely see a little bit of design influence from the Rolex Oyster case here. We have large rounded crown guards here. In fact, if I show you my GMT Master 2 that I'm wearing, you guys can kind of see where that design inspiration is coming from. It's not a copy, it's not, super close, but you can definitely see the resemblance. And so I think this is going to appeal to a lot of people, maybe where Zelos doesn't appeal to everybody because they're so unique and different. This new Axios, I think, is a little bit more universal in its design language. So let me put some specs here on the screen, some dimensions. This is a 40mm diameter watch with a relatively short lug-to-lug length, a 13.8mm height, and some of that is due to that double-domed sapphire crystal that does carry inner anti-reflective treatment to that crystal. And then we have a 20mm lug width tapering down to 18mm at the bracelet. And I like this color combination too. Sunray green dial, applied markers deep filled with C3 Super Luminova. And then we have a ceramic bezel that has a loomed index, which looks very sharp. Again, done in C3. Now, if we zoom out, I want to talk about a few things that I really appreciate about this watch that I think adds added value to the proposition. One is going to be the scratch resistance. So we have, again, a ceramic bezel and a sapphire crystal. Ceramic bezels are usually around 1,500 Vickers in hardness. And stainless steel, 316L stainless steel, when it's untreated, is around 220 Vickers in hardness. But Axios has applied a very thin, hard, invisible coating that will up the scratch resistance and the hardness of the material by about 5 times. So your case, your bracelet, your clasp, it all has a 3-micron thick application of a clear scratch resistance coating. And the hardness after that application goes up to 1,000 Vickers. So it's going to be very good on a day-to-day basis at resisting, little hairlines, nicks, dents, scratches that happen when you have a sport watch and you use it on a day-to-day basis. You take it in water, you submerge it, you do the different things, it's going to hold up really well. The case and the bracelet are nearly as hard as the ceramic bezel and the sapphire crystal that's on this, so it's going to hold up real well over time. Now you may be asking, how does that affect the ability to refinish the watch? Let's say you want to get it serviced and touched up in about 5 years. You can absolutely still do that. The only thing that it does is as you refinish, you're going to remove that thin layer of scratch resistance coating. So, again, that's only 3 microns thick. It's very thin, but very practical when it comes to enhancing the day-to-day experience of wearing the watch. Now I have 7.25 inch wrists. You guys can see it's very well proportioned. There is a lot of light play. You have the ceramic bezel and the sunray dial, the gloss finish of that bezel, the double dome sapphire crystal. There is a lot going on here, and I really like visually dynamic watches, especially ones that aren't overly large. So this being 40mm, I think is going to appeal to a wide range of wrist sizes. And another thing that I like is Axios is not going with the Seiko made movement. They are going with a Sellita SW200. So that is essentially a clone of a 2824 from ETA, but with an added jewel. So a Swiss movement, this one is running within 2 seconds per day, which I'm always impressed with when a mechanical movement has such low daily deviation. And I will say the winding and the setting of the time through the crown at the 3 o'clock position is nice and smooth. There's no grit to it or grind. It's a nice application here. This is a solid watch all the way around. So when you consider everything, you consider the visual dynamic, the luminescence, the scratch resistance coating, you know, the deeply engraved case back, the bracelet, all the elements of this watch. And then you consider the price point, which is $399. That's where I feel it's very strong within the affordable market, and why I'm happy to do this presentation and share with you guys the details. So it hasn't been released yet, and if you're interested in picking up one of these colors, this Ironclad from Axios, this new brand, I'm going to put in the description of this video a link to the newsletter. And if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll be notified of when the Kickstarter campaign goes live so you can secure your own. And again, there's going to be several colors and versions offered. This one and the blue one were the ones that spoke to me the most. I think they look really sharp. And there's also a giveaway. So if you sign up for the newsletter, you're going to be able to, well, you'll have a chance to win one of these prototypes. Now, I have the green prototype. I'm going to be sending this on to my friend Robert of the Random Rob channel to review and to present. And so whoever signs up for this newsletter is going to have the opportunity to win one of these prototypes. So I think that's pretty cool. Look in the description again if you're interested. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Big thank you to the guys behind Axios and Zelos for sending this one in to present and letting me a little bit of time with it and to share with you guys on the channel. I appreciate that. So again, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.